Hello, welcome back to another video. Yep, today we're starting a new series of Game Boy Color games, and this is the very first one, never documented before. It is... And if you can't read Chinese, that just means Final Fantasy. Although this is a back port of... I should probably say port of Final Fantasy 2. Yeah, so like the original, we have an opening. Again, mostly made up of, text from the original, well, there's nothing new. But then we get to the real part, the battles. So in this version, you only have 3 characters. Yeah, you haven't... There's no 4, just 3. And of course, like the original, we are being chased by the, Emperor's soldiers, I believe. And of course we fail, just like the original. This seems pretty close to the original. And since we don't have the 3rd extra party member, we only have the female party member, and not the guy party member. Even the text changes now, accompanies that we only have 3 party members, and we get to ask basically about everything, just like the original version. Yeah, we also have this weird walking sound effect. It's very common in these Game Boy Color bootlegs. And hey, we actually have door openings. Yeah, so look, the village at least still has all the original graphics, which is very good. Yep. Everything is in the exact spot it was in the Famicom version. And even the overworld is now the same thing. But then we get to the most changeable aspect of this game, and this one has auto targeting, unlike the original, which didn't. This battle's not a good example of that auto retargeting, and you still can't miss, like most of their RPGs. Okay, here's the example of auto targeting. Also, a little text over there sees how many hits they have, not how much HP you lost. Okay, you see, this is... Yep, auto-retargeting, which the original Famicom version did not have auto-retargeting. This version does, however. Which is something very nice. Okay, I'm downed. That's defend. I think you can just defend in this version. That's a miss. Also, the music changes for whatever reason. I think we leveled up, or unless they still have the weird system. Yep, time to run back. Originally, I think this is Run. And also we have an animation for going to sleep, apparently. Okay, so grinding's actually pretty fast because you move fast and the enemies are fast. Oh yeah, and enemies can escape, so pretty much very faithful to the original version. And again, this is all either the HP going down or the HP going up. And again, you have no MP, although you start out with 5 MP, so there's really nothing you can do. I think all the other NPCs around town are basically saying the same thing. That's what you can talk to. Yeah, but I think all the mapping's the same. I already have 258 coins. That's quite a lot. That's all I'm missing. Also, the backgrounds are from the original, I believe. Although, in this case, they're condensed. $125 from that random encounter. they actually seem to go pretty fast. Can we get a random account? Yep, the background will change to now be a forest. Which is something that the original had. Yeah, she's like a little arrow sprite whenever she shoots out her bow. Okay, then she's been downed. Or even poisoned. Maybe that's what happens when... But hey, at least I actually have sprite changes. That was an easy battle. Oh wait, you have no XP in this version, you only have coins. There's a little lake over here. Sometimes you can take damage up to 12, or at least damage you get is 12, which is pretty insane, especially very early on in the game. Well, although that's how it probably was in the original. And if you're wondering, I think the Peninsula of Power does not work in this version. I think this is where the peninsula would have been. But yeah, it's still the same enemies as before. And he's dead. Not sure if Inns can revive you in this version. And then just basically restarts you to the beginning. And if you couldn't catch in the beginning, here's the third party member, Sprite. Also, the music just continues to keep playing instead of the title screen music. And I don't think you can even save it this game. I had the little text ringing thing. That's also another common thing that these waxing games have. So you can ask him. I guess you just can't enter on the thing. Yeah, you move very fast in this version. And there's a random room. Also, for some reason, whenever looking at light or at shelves like this, apparently you're very far away from it, whereas in the original was probably closer. That's a weird oddity. Yeah, but I think all the maps are the same. Right, there's a chest over here. Again, there's this guy. And every single time you do You do something, it always gives you a question mark. That MP shop. This is the magic shop. At least the trees look nice. Not sure what this area was in the original. Probably potion. I think that was all of that of the town. There's another little village up here. They also have the flower bed things. Maybe this was the save room in the original, but since there's no saves, there's no purpose. Nothing really that much going on. Here's the mouse enemy, he's also from the original. So there's all the enemy sprites. Is there anything up north or no? Just died again. This seems to take a while. All the NPCs, they are also from the original. And even how the cutscenes play out are mostly like the original. I think some color palettes changed, but outside of that, everything else looks the same. So how would I call this game? Well, it's a pretty faithful faithful port of a game that was never released outside of Japan to the Game Boy Color of all things. But yeah, that's waxing for you. But anyway guys, that was about it. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!